Hello there, YouTubers and fellow ship geeks alike. This is your old friend Commodore Urban, and I wanted to give to you another segment from the Commodore's collection. I've not been doing it for a while, and I kind of felt like I was obligated to actually do this for you. So I'm going to show you another piece from my extensive ocean liner collection, which is actually another piece from the SS United States. It is an original miniature accommodation plan for the liner. Now these here are very hard to get a hold of, and it took me fucking forever to get this. I actually was really lucky when I got this line. I paid $15 for it, and they normally go for about between $45 and $75 for the condition. I mean, it's in decent condition. It's been folded, there's a little bit of staining and stuff on it, but it's old, so I'm glad I got it. It came from Old Lake Antiques, West Harrison, New York, so it's right there in the corner there. So if you want to check out their their eBay page, go ahead. I've not found anything else. I've not seen anything else that they're selling nautical wise, so. Basically, it says miniature passenger accommodation plan of the Superliner United States. SS United States, new flagship of the United States lines in service with the SS America between New York Harbor and Southampton. And it's got the aural painting of the United States with that infamous main mast you never had. Now, as you open up the plans, you basically see first class, which is this right here. Quite nice, really. I mean, they're small, but they're really nicely detailed. And then you open it up and you got first class plans on this side, and then you've got more second class plans here, or as they're called, cabin class. Sorry, not second, but cabin class. And then finally on the back of the piece, that is tourist class, and at the bottom it says United States lines, and it says new SS United States, length 990 feet, breadth is 101 feet 6 inches, and gross tonnage is 52,000. That's what they said. That's original literature. Yes. These were given out to prospective passengers, and these are actually the earliest known deck plans for the United States. Now there is another set of deck plans they printed before the ship entered service, and their individual plans, like a first class deck plan, second class deck plan, or cabin class deck plan, and tourist class deck plan, but that show the areas of the ship. But because the ship wasn't quite finished yet, they didn't have actual photographs of the interior, so they had paintings or illustrations of what the interiors are going to look like, and in their place they put the illustrations and the interiors, but they weren't painted, printed in full color. Instead, they were printed like this. They were printed in blue, in different shades of blue ink. Now, if you can find a complete set of those first, cabin and tourist, those are actually quite sought after and quite valuable. But this here is actually a little bit more valuable because it is, like I said, it is one of the earliest known sets of plans that United States Lines did release for the United States before the maiden voyage. So that's why I think these are really cool. And like I've told you before, a little bit of the history of the United States. She was built by Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company. Her keel was laid February 8th of 1950. She was christened and launched. Well, she really wasn't launched. She was floated out of a dry dock about May, or actually June, I think, of 1951. And she set sail on her sea trials and was accepted by United States Lines in June of 52. She set sail on her maiden voyage July 3rd of 1952, and 3 days, 10 hours, and 40 minutes later, she arrived in Europe. And then from Europe back to the U.S., she did 3 days, 12 hours, and 12 minutes, which I believe that she still has that record to this day. And she sailed for 17 years for the United States Line Service, never had a malfunction or any engine troubles or any kind of troubles. She basically was trouble-free, and in November of 1969, she was laid up out of service after the decline of passengers on ships and the increase of passengers on planes, and also the increase of fuel prices. They laid her up. So she sat laid up like that from 1969 until about the early 70s when they moved her from Newport News to Norfolk, where she sat at the Norfolk International Terminal for about many years. And it was there and during the 80s when they had a giant auction of all the stuff out of her, so they completely gutted her out of anything valuable and sold it off. And they moved her again in about early 90s to a coal pier in Newport News. And then from there she went overseas to Turkey and Istanbul, Turkey, and the Ukraine, had the rest of her interior removed, including the asbestos, which was considered a dangerous material because it causes mesothelioma, lung cancer. They removed it. And in 1996, she was brought back to the U.S. and been put in Pier 82 in Philadelphia and sat there since. And the United States Conservancy is trying to save the ship, and I hope it works. And this is a little message to Susan Gibbs and the rest of the United States Conservancy. Please save our flagship. She's worth saving and she's worth keeping. She's the pride of our nation, and she's one of the greatest ships ever built. So please help out. And if you guys can, go to the SSUnitedStatesConservancy.org. If you can, please donate. Every little bit helps. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this little commentary about this piece, and I hope you learned a little something. And until next time, this is your old friend Commodore Urban saying have smooth seas and fair skies, and happy sailing with you.